Thank you so much for coming tonight. We're so excited to have our first PAC meeting. Sorry. It's okay.
Perfect timing.
We're so excited to have the PAC meeting for the beginning of the 25 year. So thank you so much for coming. We're going to go ahead and do approval of minutes from November. Does anybody want to make a motion? Okay. You got it? Okay. All right. Treasurer's report. We are going to be doing I will be doing the treasurer's report tonight. Our treasurer, Jennifer Knowles, who was previously the treasurer for this last beginning portion of the year, she ended up deciding to take her child and put her back in her old school. So she's no longer here at the school anymore. And so we are currently looking for a new treasurer. We will be doing kind of a question and explain what the treasurer's role is after the meeting is ended tonight. So if anyone is interested in that position, please feel free to stay after. We're going to talk about the role, and then we'll send out a Google form to those who are interested. Currently, our number in our bank account right now is $45,717 and 62 cents. There is Square has been already transferred over. There's no outstanding bills. That is our current amount in the bank account right now. We were in the last quarter looking for CPA. We ended up hiring Stevenson and Blinn, and they will be doing our account. They will be our accountant for the year, so we can make sure we're doing everything as legal as possible and following the Florida statutes. There is a slight issue in the fact that when our taxes were originally filed, they were filed for the calendar year from January 1st all the way through December 31st. So we do need to have that corrected and changed to the fiscal year. We will be working on correcting that. What we will do for this year, we are not late on taxes whatsoever, but what we will do is track for this whole for the whole calendar year from this last January 2024 until December 31st, 2024, and then we will do a half-year report submitting it in July, and that will be for a half year, and then we will be on our fiscal calendar year instead of the calendar year for our taxes. Some ongoing fundraisers that we have right now, our swag sales we have year to date is $8,138 with a profit of $3,691.83. We currently have our Husky hat sale going on right now, and that will end on Monday. We do have Husky hats available for sale. They are $12, and we have some over here so you guys can see what they do. They do have movable ears, and they're super cute. We did do water bottle sale lids and straws for those who had cups that might have had lids that have broken. Those we did purchase extra, and that is available for anyone who may still need some lids or straws. And membership card sales year to date is $1,765 with a profit of $1,568.20. PAC ice cream sales year to date is $10,990.36 with a profit of $9,987.40. I'm super excited for ice cream sales this year. We did shift how we were doing middle school as well as 4th and 5th grade. We tried to do it this last month during lunch in the cafeteria and then the cafetorium for the middle school, and it worked beautifully. It worked great. The kids all know what to do. We have two lines that form, a prepaid option and then the cash option, and the kids can get in, and there's no rush for lunch. Everybody, especially for 4th and 5th grade, we dismissed table by table, so everyone had a chance to eat. But it just made it very easy for the teachers because we were having to go in during their class time frame, and they were sometimes testing. And so it made it a little bit challenging for some of the teachers, not all of them, but some of the teachers did have a little bit of a challenge with that. And so it's made it easier for the teachers now with them having it during lunch. Wooden roses and candy bouquet sales. We were able to do that for all of the performances at the end of December. We had sales year to date is $1,450 with a profit of $959.96. If you want to talk about pre-order for Valentine's.
Sure. We're going to be doing Valentine's Day pre-orders. We're going to be starting that end of next week. And we're going to have 2 different price options. And these will be things for parents to purchase for their kids and have them delivered in the classroom. We're going to have a $5 price point and a $10 price point. So the $5 is going to be, it's like a foil flower. They're really pretty in some paper, and it has a little bear with it. And then our $10 option is going to be a stuffed teddy bear with freeze-dried Skittles. Yes. For those options.
And what's great about it is that they get delivered to the classroom on Valentine's Day for the kids. So it makes it just them feel special. We'll deliver it to them. In the years past, we've done wooden roses, but what we found is that some of those wooden roses, a lot of families were feeling saturated with the amount that they had received from performances. And so we wanted to do something new and different, exciting for the kids. So we felt this would be something new that the kids would really love. That, again, will be delivered February 14th. Sales date for that will be January 24th through February 7th. Yes, Kim?
Are we also going to do something for the teachers as well?
That would be a good option. I mean, they can be purchased for teachers as well if you wanted to select to get one for the teacher. I wish I had pictures right now to show. There'll be photos on the thing. The foil flowers are very pretty, and they would be a great teacher gift. We are... For sure. And I do know some of the programs in the school will also be doing Valentine's Day things for students to purchase that they may want to do for their teacher or for friends. So we are not going to be the only place doing Valentine's Day for the school.
And so we are looking to see about, we had checked with Ms. Sir, but we hadn't confirmed with her yet on the possibility of something that we could possibly sell to students the day of. Is it a go or no? Still looking into it. It's okay. But I mean, like Miss Marcolara's, she's our fashion and puppetry. She does like scrunchies and different things for them. I mean, we have a whole bunch of different groups and clubs that actually sell pre-order stuff for the students, but we want to offer for parents specifically that they could honor their teachers or also the students as well. Completed fundraisers, you guys can see on the form, we've done a lot so far this year. Banner sponsors, we do have available spots. We have 8 banner spots available if anybody is still interested in sponsoring with the school. And let's see, holiday shop. Ashley, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I don't know the exact number. So Holiday Shop was a huge success. It was so much work, but it was so worth it. We did the week-long preview week and then the week-long shop week. And thank you to everybody who came in and volunteered their time. It was a lot of kids. It was a lot of effort. Yep. But we were able to give back a little over $7,000 to the Media Center for her to do with that whatever she needs in their new books, new programming, whatever she needs to do with it, that's hers to put into the Media Center. It was a labor of love. It was a lot of work.
It was.
But I look forward to doing it again in the future. We've learned what we need to do better for next year, and next year will be even better, I think, but it was a lot of fun.
We couldn't make it possible without like the parents that had come in 100%. And volunteered during the day, that they took time out of their schedule. So thank you so much to those parents who volunteered because we couldn't make that happen.
We had some parents that were at the school especially from first thing in the morning to
kindergarten and first grade is really challenging for those little kids who don't know how to add up exactly. Oh, I want to buy from this table that's $15, but we only have $10 to spend.
We had a lot of that happened a lot.
Yeah, so it was very helpful with the volunteers that came in. Butler Express night we did concessions for. Thank you so much to Emma Krygowski for she did all the face painting for any of the kids, as well as Sarah Specialties and Kingdom Stuffers. Sarah, she's one of our banner sponsors, and she does. She's a cottage baker, And so she had just desserts and treats and breads and muffins that people could purchase. And Kingdom Stuffers came in, and it's kind of like Build-A-Bear, and they had all different animals that you can purchase with outfits and hats and shoes and clothes. But the kids loved it. It was in the room with the Santa and Grinch, but it was an awesome night. It was done different than years past, because in years past we've had performance after performance after performance. So there was a little downtime. We ended up doing really well with concession sales. We purchased 40 pizzas, and we only had 4 pizzas left. So that's larger than we've ever done before. So it was a great night for parents to be able to get food, be able to see their kids' child's performance, and then just enjoy the night, and then go out on Butler Express. So thank you so much for Emma, Sarah, Specialty, and Kingdom Stuffers. Urban Air Night was just this Monday night. Only a few families showed up, being that it was a school night. But what was awesome, we're trying to create different opportunities. Some of the stuff that we do is for fundraising. For example, Domino's. The Domino's card brings in income for the school. Some of the things the events that we're planning are for you to build relationships. And Urban Air Night was an opportunity for us to do that. The families that did come, they were able to come and play together. The hard thing is with Urban Air is they don't allow you to do it on a weekend or on a time that school may be off, like Martin Luther King Day. I did ask, but it was for the families that did come, it was fun. They did give us a discounted rate, and everyone just enjoyed themselves while we were there. We do have upcoming events that we have coming right now. We're always looking for lunchroom duty, daily volunteer opportunities for you to get your volunteer hours in. That is on our Facebook page. At the top, you can look for volunteer opportunities and click on it, and it has the entire schedule for every single month. Currently, we have January right now. But if you click on it, you do need to be in the Raptor system to volunteer, and the Raptor volunteer application is on there. Tomorrow night is the Winter School Winter Ball. It's from 7 to 9 for middle school only. We will be doing the decorating with our decorating committee and selling concessions. There are some events coming up right now that aren't PAC events that we do have listed here. So the 5K color run, that's January 25th. All of those proceeds are going to go to the track team. That is listed on our Facebook page. We did put that link for anybody who's interested to go check that out, go get registered. Again, that goes to the track team. There is a magic night coming up that same day, later that evening at 5 p.m. Again, that is not a PAC event, but all of those proceeds will go to the film program. And that, again, is posted on our Facebook page for anybody who's interested in registering for that. Family Night at Athens Theater is coming up on February 2nd at 2:30 p.m. We're going to be going to see Cinderella, and Athens is already on our discount card, which is so great to work with them. But they did give us a really great discount for our families to be able to go for the student rate as well as the adult rate is $15 for the students and $20 for the adults. Which is significantly lower than if you were to go and register yourself. That is open, though, until the 18th. So if you have not registered yet, make sure you go on to the Remind or our Facebook page, click on the Google form, fill that out so you can take advantage of the discount rate now and save yourself some money. We do have, what's awesome about Athens, we do have currently some students that are part of Ivy Hawn that are in the show, as well as some alumni, including my son, who's in the show as well. So it's lots of fun. If you haven't gone to Athens Youth Performance before, make sure you check it out. Our next PAC Ice Cream Day is February 7th. We were talking about, on February 7th, about doing a parent date night out, which was going to be an opportunity for us to watch the kids here, do a game night with them here, and then the parents go out on a date night. We are trying to get some feelers as far as what you guys feel is best. We can still continue that route. Another option would be for us to do a craft night with the kids and families sometime in February. There is a couple options. I have talked to Honey and Clay, which is a local craft place here in Lake Helen. They are willing to come over here to the school and do a craft night here. But I would love to get some feedbacks from you as far as something that might sound fun for you all, for your families. Would you rather do the parent date night, or would you rather do something that would include something with your kid? Anybody's feedback?
I think,
Both are good, yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think since we're trying to really redirect the PAC into what a real PAC is about, I think it makes way more sense for the PAC to sponsor something family-oriented, where we can get together with our friends, our moms, our dads, their kids, and really get together as a group.
Yeah.
You know, because especially me as a new mom into Ivy Hawn, I know one other mom in Ivy Hawn, and that's it.
Like maybe
you know.
game night or something, like where you can have other people with you at the table.
Yeah.
And that's how you meet others is, you know.
Okay.
Combine it and do like a mom prom or a prom night with the adults. The kids actually put it on
Oh, that would
and
be
do it
really
opposite
cute.
instead of doing a winter ball that we're sponsoring for the kids. Do it opposite and do like a parent prom. Bring back their old dresses.
Oh.
And that would
Okay.
be a really great way to get what is it called? The leadership group involved in that, and have them help bring some more kids in, get that involved in leadership.
Okay.
Have the
That
kids kinda,
is Miss Hellman here today?
she's not here right now, no.
She was here at school though. Okay. I just didn't know if she's gonna.
Mr. H was still here.
Okay, if she was coming in today. Leadership group would be an excellent opportunity to talk to them about that. I don't know if it'd be possible for us to put on a mom prom by February, but I really love the idea because that would be super fun.
You could do that closer to Mother's Day. Mother's Day is in May. You could do that at the end of April or beginning of May or something. Have the students.
Yeah, because we were talking about doing the craft night as well with Hammer and Stain later in April, but we were trying to think of something specifically for February. We wanted to do the parent date night, but we're torn. We're torn on, do we proceed that route? It's a lot of work to do something like that. If there's not a lot of parent interest, is there something
I have
else?
to say, I think, you know, it was $25, I know it's 2 hours and the money goes to a good cause, but if you have multiple kids, that just kind of adds up, I think is.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's pretty, and then you gotta pay for date night and stuff too, so that's, I don't know. It just,
Okay, so what should we do for February then?
what about like father-daughter dance or mother-son dance, or anything like that, or like a.
I'm specifically thinking like not something that we have to gather a whole bunch of volunteers together. That is the only reason where I'm kind of like hesitant on the parent night, just because we would have to literally gather so many people in such a short amount of time.
Isn't there a local cookie company that does decorate your own cookies? Couldn't we do a Be Friendly night where you and your friend, you and your kids, your class, whatever it is, come to the school for a set fee and you decorate cookies with your friends? Again, that goes back to the being a PAC, being a community, doing that. We're bringing in a local business that can help us provide cookies to be decorated. A lot less impact on the PAC as far as bringing volunteers into work. It's going to be a much smaller, and we take advantage of a space like this.
Miss Sir, when is Kindness Week?
The week of Valentine's. Week of, yeah, because that's Friday.
Okay, so Kindness Week.
Valentine's Day is a Friday, everyone. It's gonna be a day.
So what you're saying is that kids are going to come home with sugar.
I like that idea, Kim. Be Friendly night. Okay, so
That's who does it.
be prepared for something. We'll discuss as a board and try and put something. I do like several of these ideas. I like the idea of having craft night, but also, Crumble Cookie, as far as Erin is one of the teachers here, she owns Crumble Cookie. Maybe we can discuss with her. But as anybody else has any other ideas, please reach out. We're always looking for as many ideas as possible, but our goal is to touch these three groups: students, the parents, and the staff. And if we can touch on those 3 groups and build people and community, I love the Be Friendly Night. That's a great idea, especially with Kindness Week coming up, which brings me to seventh, all of the 7th grade staff and students. They host Kindness Week at the school, and they reached out to the PAC and asked us if we would make a banner, since we do all of the banners on the fence, if we would be willing to donate a banner for Kindness Week. So I do like the idea of Be Friendly or, kindness, but be looking for something. We are going to do something in February. I don't know if it's going to be parent date night. We're probably going to scratch that for now, but it probably won't be a dance, only because I don't think we can gather as many volunteers and have enough time to plan for it at this point right now. But be looking for something for February. We will be listing that soon. The give back, as Ashley did say, the holiday shop give back. Yes.
Sorry. Can I ask a question about the Valentine's fundraiser?
Yes.
Sure.
I think it's a super fun idea. I'm totally gonna do it for my son. But is there a way that the gifts can be delivered so that children who aren't getting one don't feel excluded?
To pay it forward?
No.
In other words, if there are, say, 20 children in a classroom and 15 of them got a delivery, there's 5 kids that are gonna have, no.
Unfortunately, we had the same issue with ice cream. Okay, so in the first year that we started ice cream, there was some concern for some children in the classroom who weren't getting ice cream, being left out. As a PAC board, we tried to do the absolute best that we can to try and accommodate to raising money for the school, but also not leaving kids out, which for this year, we did have the pay it forward option. In years past, there's been several parents who've paid it forward for kids in the classroom to get ice cream. I don't know how that would be possible with Valentine's Day, because kids are even the students are purchasing it for it to be delivered in the classroom too. I don't know if other people have had that with their schools, but when I was growing up, they had the candygrams where they'd show up in the classroom and then they pass it out to the certain kids who got it. And sometimes I was that kid that missed out, which unfortunately I don't see. Does anybody have a suggestion or idea? Because I don't know. We haven't had that much people who have purchased from the PAC for flowers and Valentine's gifts in the PAC, that there was 15 kids in a class that were getting it, and there was only 5 that didn't. We haven't had that much turnout before for Valentine's presents. Does anybody have a suggestion or idea?
Who actually brings the stuff to the classroom?
We do.
It would be PAC.
PAC volunteers. So one option would be is if we had an anonymous donor. If we had someone who wanted to donate to cover those other classes, we do have rubber duckies that we were wanting to purchase so that students could purchase for their friends. Those would be like $1 each. If we did that, we could include the rest of the kids in the class. But there are also parents that have Valentine's gifts that are brought to the school that day of, and then you've got staff members that deliver it to their classroom as well. They don't do that.
They have to come pick it up in the main office. We don't deliver
Okay.
anything that gets dropped off.
Okay, so nothing is, okay, that's my mistake. So, the only person who's delivering it to their classroom then is PAC. So if that is something of interest to any parent who said, hey, we wanted to collaboratively, hey, we'll offer 20, we'll offer this,
I
then,
think some of the junior league is delivering, maybe mentioned that junior league will be doing some of the, delivering some of the.
Yeah, they do something. Junior League, Leadership League.
Yeah.
They'll do their own thing too. Yeah.
The only things delivered are school-sponsored fundraisers for Valentine's. Otherwise, like, this whole front lobby is filled with stuff that
Oh,
gets
yeah,
dropped
no.
off or sent, and none of that goes to.
Yeah, no, just whatever the school has.
Just whatever the
That
school-
we're purchasing, she's with the junior league, so they were.
Leadership League, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Leadership League usually does it,
They-
Fashion does it,
I know she
second
was
grade usually
gonna
does
do
it,
that,
so.
But I understand where you're coming from, because we don't celebrate Valentine's Day in my house. It's just not something that we do. We don't really do.
Kids, they come home with this, and they were not supposed to have it.
Are you saying if somebody sponsors and buys
Right.
extra things?
You already know I'm powering kindergartners, but
Well, I mean, it's a little, if we did something like that,
I don't wanna get a kid in trouble.
if we did do something like that, you're talking like a little toy ducky, if the parent doesn't want, what'd you say?
She wants to cover the kindergarten.
Okay, Arena, okay, so the only thing we would need to know, we have 1 week prior to that, to know how many purchased in kindergarten, and then I can let you know. Okay, kindergarten. So if anybody else is interested in purchasing for a grade, for any kids that might have missed out, it is tougher on the smaller age groups than the larger middle school. They understand that not everybody gets it. But if you have another idea, I'd be happy to hear it.
I have one idea, I don't know if it should help or just be more complicated than it's worth, but what if the thing that got delivered to the classroom was like a little heart that says, you have a special delivery, stop by the media center at the end of the day. And then the volunteers are like, kind of like picking up at the front desk if there was a space where if a kid got a little thing. So it's like in your face in the classroom.
The only issue is time, taking time from classes. That I like your idea, although I don't know how it would be physically possible with time.
I think some of the teachers could pass it out at the end of the day. I mean, realistically, that's what they're
I think the teachers,
leave or something of that nature. You know, because you don't want the commotion. I tell you, teachers don't want commotion in the middle of the class. You know, just because they show up with the brown paper bag of all the items doesn't mean the teacher's going to give it out right in a second. So maybe if that was mentioned, that you know, maybe try to pass it out.
I know a lot of the teachers already do stuff already for their students. So, I mean, that is an option that they could include it as well.
The younger classes do Valentine's. I mean, they do parties already in their class.
Yeah.
It's not their inconvenient altogether.
Okay. Well, if you have any more ideas, reach out, please do. Any other ideas besides ours is much appreciated. PAC Giveback, Holiday Shop Giveback to the Media Center was $7,052.36. I know we touched on that earlier, but it was very exciting to be able to give that back. I know that Miss Kilborn, she did tell me that she was able to she's going to be doing something that's going to be launching very soon for all of the students. So I know she'll be sharing that soon. We were able to throw a teacher staff party in December, which cost $2,444.77. I'm so proud to be able to say that because of Small Business Saturday, their profit from Small Business Saturday covered $2,016.87 of that. So, as well as 60 raffle items from that event. And due to that, it cost only $427.90 for us to do the whole teacher's Christmas party, which was so much fun. We had 2 food trucks there. We had raffle items.
A DJ.
A DJ. We had our own Ivy Mistletones band, which was actually staff members from Ivy Hawn that collectively came together and formed a band for that night. Teachers were able to dress as they wanted to. Some came in pajamas, matching pajamas, like Mr. Weaver.
Some were very
fancy. Some were
fancy.
dressed up and very fancy, and some of them were more casual. But it was a great night for the teachers just to be able to relax, enjoy the night. We couldn't have made that happen without Small Business Saturday and all of the 65 vendors that helped with that. Financially, it just was amazing how everything came together. So I want to first thank our decorating committee who came in early during the day and then also stayed to take down at night. Thank you for your help with that. Arena Stevenson also donated 100 cupcakes by Taylor Baked, which were delicious.
They were really
delicious. Delicious, yes. The Ivy Mistletones band, the teachers who took time out of their schedule because they were practicing over Thanksgiving break to make sure. Yes, we had a board member as well.
Not a PAC board member.
And then we have a parent at the school, DJ 00 from New Life Sound. He was phenomenal.
They were
he had
so good.
Lights. He
really
did
good.
such a good job. So if you're looking for a DJ,
I think Holly had more fun than the teachers.
I enjoyed myself. It was fun. And then our 2 food trucks, Who's Cooking and Takira El Chaplin. I don't know how to say it. Anyways, it was a taco truck, and then it was like a hamburger food truck. Both were delicious. What they did is they came in and they were given a ticket for their food voucher, and then we also had tickets for them to be able to go around to all of the different prizes that we had, the raffle prizes that they could put their name in for the ones that they liked. And then we also had raffle prizes that were given as to all of the staff as well throughout the night. Different names were drawn, and then they got to pick up their raffle items. So it was such a fun night. Mister, do you have anything to say about it?
The teachers loved it. They had such a great time. Their only request was that it wasn't on a Wednesday.
It'd be on a
Stay
weekend.
longer.
Yeah.
So I think that was great feedback. So thank you all so much for everything that you've done to support our teachers and make it so special.
Yeah.
How many end up coming?
We had a total of 94 people there.
Nice.
So,
They all got +1s. So the ones
Yes.
that came, some were bringing stuff.
I think 94 included like you, the 3 of us, and Nicole. So 90 teachers and staff in total.
Some of you had a few events that night
I
too.
was just gonna say. next
Yeah,
year,
7th grade.
You wanna check, cause your 7th grade teachers were at a field trip. and
Yes.
They were excluded
We
from being able to
we
go.
talked to the owner. It was at Diamond L venue, and we talked to her to see if we could schedule it for next year soon, so that we can give the information so that it doesn't overlap. Because we
Yeah.
were very limited with the dates that we could use.
Yeah, we were given two dates, both were Wednesdays. So unfortunately, hopefully we can get that on the calendar early this year so they know when it is and don't book anything else that night.
We did talk to her about it maybe being a Friday.
Yeah, ideally, that would be wonderful. Okay, teacher snack cart has been wonderful. The teachers are loving it. It does travel around with ice cream days. We had a few extra surprise days that we did in the month of December and November. One of them was when we delivered all of their invitations for the teacher holiday party. And then another one was the day before the last day of school, where we traveled around with a snack cart, and we have a parent here at the school. Her name is Charisse Quinones, and she made all of the teachers and staff ornaments. So we were able to deliver ornaments to all of the teachers and staff, as well as the teacher snack cart. What's also something we've been able to do something this year is for all of the teachers, they get a birthday coupon for the ice cream. And so they cash that in whenever they want for their birthday. They get a card from Miss Sir, and it includes a free ice cream from the PAC. And so they cash that in whenever they want. So some of our teachers are getting to take advantages of that. We do have Science Night coming up with the Orlando Science Center. It will be here. We did have Mr. Sitney, who's our middle school science teacher, come and ask if we would be interested in putting that on. And we decided as a board, we would love to do that as long as it is for both middle school and elementary. So they are looking at a date in April for that. But the last time that they did that, I think it was only middle school. So it'll be exciting for a science night for the whole thing. Orlando Science Center comes. They set up different things throughout all of this cafetorium. And then the kids get to try out all the things, and it's free to you guys, but we will be covering that as a cost. I think it's like $2,700 that we're still working out the details, but that will be coming up in April sometime.
Do you want the date? We got it confirmed.
April 23rd?
24th.
24th.
It's a Thursday. Okay. April 24th. Wait, you had a governing board meeting that night?
Yep.
You moved it?
Kind of.
Okay.
Ask them for
They'll be here for half.
Okay, that's the only reason why I said not to do it, because I knew there was a go.
Wednesday's art show, and then science night, and then Friday's ethnic banquet. So it's
Okay, so April 24th will be the Orlando Science Center Science Night.
For those of us who have littles at home that don't yet go to ID Hawn, will we be able to bring them to
Yes.
that as well?
It's family. You bring your whole family. That's why we wanted to make sure it was open for elementary and middle school. Everyone in your family is welcome to come that night. Yes. I know we discussed the Banner for Kindness Week. PAC Projects, we are working on the Teacher's Lounge. We do plan to put in some base cabinets and also do the back wall. We are looking for potentially matching refrigerator but that is a project that we are ongoing doing. Huge thank you to Emma Kragowski. She is working on a beautiful mural in the Teacher's Lounge and says, you are making a difference. And so thank you so much to Emma for all of her hard work. She's come in early mornings every single week since
It's been a while.
since September. So multiple times per week she's coming in and working on it, and it's beautiful. She's done an excellent job. We will be working on.
I'm sorry?
Do you have a budget for the lounge?
Yes,
You're
it.
gonna give it to the lounge?
I think it's on our budget. Let me look for it. I think it's $2,000 that we've put in on our budget for the year. Just 1 second.
Is that posted somewhere else? Except
The budget?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was given at the beginning of the year.
You haven't updated it since then?
No. The budget for the Teacher's Lounge was projected expense of $2,000. Okay. The PAC Den, that is also a project that we will be working in. We hope to cut into that wall, have it be like a concession stand, not necessarily selling food, but for them to be able to pick up. They can pick up swag at any time to purchase after a performance, or wooden roses, or some of our things. That will be something that we're working towards. Also, in sitting down with Miss Sir, we're trying to figure out a way, how can we spend some of the money that we've raised and give back to the school. The Carol Ann Theater has some broken chairs that we are going to be contributing money towards fixing. She's working on getting a bid right back. When you last looked at it, you thought it was going to be around $4,400 to fix the 11 chairs that are broken, but prices could have changed some, so she's working on that right now. And then we are going to be getting a Gaga pit for the Husky Hangout as well. So we are waiting for, is it approval? All good for that? Fire marshal has to come in.
Marshall comes back again tomorrow. We'll see what he says.
At least you have a date, finally.
So that's something that we're working on. We're going to be measuring that space and looking to get a Gaga pit for that area.
What is a Gaga?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's like a corral, and
It's a
the
big
kids
dog
have
pen.
a ball, and basically they're rolling the ball to try and hit a child from their knee down. If they hit you when they roll the ball, then you're out. You don't throw the ball; it is literally rolling it. If you haven't watched it, it is addicting. My kids they love it. It's actually a big fad that has started. And if you've ever drove by Blake Baptist Church on Main Street, the white church.
The
Everybody.
four-way stop.
So if you go down Lakeview and you turn left on Main Street at the four-way stop, there's a white church right there on the right-hand side. There's a Gaga pit outside. It's black and it's in a circle.
It's like one of those big, like the outdoor pens that you get outside, and it's like dodgeball, but for your lower half it rolls. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It's not as
It's
contact.
fun. It is a lot of fun, and we've talked to Coach George, and Coach George would probably do that with his PE and show the kids how to play the game so that they know how to play it. But
He
it,
wants to do a big tournament if it comes.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
How many kids play this game at a time?
Depending on how big of a pin you buy, depends on how many kids that we can fit. So what we need to do is go measure the space and see how big of a pin we can get, if we can fit one or if we can fit two. But it just depends. It could be as big as 15 kids at a time. We're trying to make sure that we're including everybody in the classroom as much as possible. So we just have to make sure we measure the space first, and then you don't want it too big, because then when you roll it across, the whole point is to be in a pin that you're running around trying and not get hit by the ball. But it is lots of fun. If you haven't seen it, I would encourage you to go on YouTube and watch how the game is played.
She's been talking about this thing all year.
Yes, it's lots of fun. I promise, it's lots of fun. Okay, volunteer opportunities. We have our decorating committee. Megan is going to be, she's in charge of our decorating committee and is doing all the decorating for the Winter Ball dance tomorrow. Do you have anything? You still need some volunteers?
We could use a few volunteers. We're going to start at 12 tomorrow and then work until dismissal.
Yeah, so we have a balloon arch. We
of
have
lights, lots of
stuff that will be hanging from the ceilings, lights, projectors. So if anybody is available tomorrow, she will be here
be
with bells
in
on.
here, yes.
Yes.
Start with balloons tonight.
I was thinking about that. For real.
I was thinking for real too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just stay.
Okay.
The balloon arch is put to,
Might take
the
the
frame is put
blow
together.
up thing home and.
Yeah.
We're talking about blowing them up prior because
Then you'll be done.
I feel like
As long as kids don't pop it, it's good. Craft Pack, I'm in charge of Craft Pack. Craft Pack does things like putting candy bouquets together and wooden roses bouquets, those kind of things. Thank you for any of those volunteers who helped at the end of last December, because we couldn't have done our performances without the volunteers who did help. So thank you for those who did help. For Craft Pack, Grant Committee, Leanne, would you like to take the floor?
Yes, I know my committee and I have been talking in the past few weeks, but we did have a little bit of a delay, as I found out from Justin, the CPA, that there was a application you had to fill out whenever you are asking for money as donations. You have to basically register with the state of Florida and able to comply with Florida statutes. So I was looking at the process today. It takes about 2 to 3 weeks for the application to come through, so.
Yeah. So we're working on that, but she's also working on grants for the school. You want to touch base on that?
I didn't know if we were going to talk about that or not. Do about us?
Not the teacher grants, the grants for like band room, those kind of things.
Not really. Let's.
You want to hold off? Okay. Okay. We do have a grant committee for anybody who's interested. Reach out to Leanne. She's working to figure out what grants that they can apply for. The profit from that would be going straight to the school. It does not go to the PAC. It goes straight into whatever grant that they file.
Yeah, that one's a little bit more complicated. Is we're applying for the school, not for us, and we need to have projects with money and it's very detailed process, depending on how much you're asking for. We only have a couple of projects under the grant, actually a grant committee, or asking for grants versus magic letters, which is asking for fundraising and donations.
Yeah.
So the donation part, if you're going to the public, like what the magic letters are, it's like writing a law firm, like Morgan & Morgan, it comes to mind because they're so big. Like if you wrote to them with magic letter and said, please donate $50,000 to our theater project, they would want to make sure that we're complying with Florida statute. So that's on the magic letter side. But the grants is more of asking for money through various foundations and different funding opportunities for the school based on the needs and wants of teachers, but it's just a little complicated.
Yes. Volunteer hours?
So, and volunteer hours, like coming tonight, you get a volunteer hour, I check you in. Anything where you don't get a badge through Miss CH when you come in, we track those, like at the Small Business Saturday at 5 o'clock, whoever came. I'm turning in those hours. We don't turn them in as you go. We turn them in twice a year. So I'm working on that list, and if anybody wants to make sure that we have the right numbers for you, just send an email to the PAC and I'll let you know how many we have, but I'm turning that in this week.
Okay.
But don't think they're not gonna get there.
Okay. All right. Leadership League, Miss Hellman is not here tonight. So Miss Sir, the floor is yours.
So I did send out a reminder today, we do need volunteers for the 5K/color run. So if you're interested in even throwing color on someone running, it's a great way to get some hours.
Did I just hear we get to throw color at people?
Yeah,
I think I just found my volunteer.
right?
Hey, can kids participate in that? Like, can the students actually be the ones throwing colors? I mean, older kids anyway.
I'm not sure. Miss Sem, I know she was talking to the race company to see what we can and can't do.
Yeah.
Because we're falling underneath their insurance, so we'll see what they say.
My 6th grader might enjoy that.
Oh, absolutely. And Mr. Weaver's running, so they're gonna love throwing color at him. But,
Oh, yeah.
if you're interested in that, we also have the Family Glow Dance coming up soon. So just to put it out there for you, we do Glow Dance every year. It's the students have to pay a ticket to get in, but then they get to bring an adult for free. In fact, they have to bring an adult with them. But it's for kindergarten through 5th grade students. So if you're interested, I'm sure, in helping decorate that for that dance, or if you right now, a lot of the glow stuff is on clearance. So if you, at Walmart, I was just there, that's the only reason I know. So like glow sticks and stuff are on clearance, and I know families like to purchase those and wear them for that day. So I'm throwing that out as a mom. It was on clearance in Orange City the other day.
Okay.
Great question. I can find it here in a moment. It will, it's true. We gotta wait. We gotta wait. We are also still on the hunt for an 8th grade promotion site. We have used Journey Church in the past, and we got quite a discount because we had Ivy Hunters that we're going to Journey that were very close to some of those folks. But now the price has gone up, and so we know that some families were uncomfortable going to a church for promotion. So we'd like to find more of a neutral ground, but we've kind of run into a lot of hurdles in that we can't use Wishy County Schools high schools. And Wishy County Schools has like every big venue booked for the end of the year for all of their activities and events. So we did go to the fairgrounds and hoping that pans out. But if anyone knows of a large space, we need at least 700 to seat. And someplace hopefully close, because the kids don't pay anything for promotion, but we do get a bus, we take them over, they practice, they come back. It's a really fun day for them. But if you have any ideas, please let us know. I think that was it.
Is that it?
I think so.
I think so.
Oh wait, sorry. I do have an update on Crossing Guard in school though.
Ooh, yay.
I was actually gonna ask about that.
So Captain Smith, who is the head of safety and security for Volusia County Schools, has been doing lots of work behind the scenes. And it looks like we'll be getting a school zone out front that the city of Lake Helen will be paying for and maintaining, which also looks like we may be getting a crossing guard.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Some sort of stop so the kids can't go up like in front of the daycare and cross by the police station. There's supposed to be some sort of barrier built there. I don't know what it looks like yet. And then a crosswalk painted in the middle of the road, right where all the kids want to run across anyway. And a crossing guard would go there in the middle of the road. But now it's unfortunately out of my hands, so I have no idea on timeline, because now it's up to the city of Lake Helen.
But at least it's happening.
But it's happening. So I don't know if anyone in here said anything to Captain Smith, or he's just fighting on our behalf, but it was like Christmas.
Yay.
Let's go. Okay, so hopefully it's sooner than later. I'm hoping before next school year, but it all kind of happened, and I didn't have to do a whole bunch of work on it.
That's
So was
wonderful.
good. And we're paying for it.
Good.
That's wonderful. Yay!
Do you have anything else besides crossing guard?
I was literally going to ask, have we heard anything new about the crossing guard and about getting the crossing? I literally was waiting for that to ask about that. So that's so fun.
The other one down there.
That's what I gotta work with Captain Smith on. I don't know. Because I don't know what the rules are. If we want to funnel the kids to the middle, that to me sounds like a bad idea, but I'm not in charge of that.
To the middle of.
To the middle of the road. Like where they used to cross?
Where they were getting in trouble.
Where they were getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It almost, I mean, I don't know, my kid came out pretty good, so for me, it makes sense, because you can, like, it's smaller, you can funnel them in.
Yeah. The corners were just like there. It's a stop sign. We're going there now.
Right. No, I
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense for them to go to the middle. So I don't know what Captain Smith's gonna advise, but there are rules when it comes to safety guards, so, for crossing guards, so I don't know what those are.
If that was the case, and they were to funnel out the middle, then you would let them come back and refund.
Absolutely. I just can't now because they're just running across the
Oh,
middle.
I know, I watched them on Friday, because Coach George wasn't there, and I'm out there trying to go, no, you know, like, because they're just running on the road, and then the kids are acting like they're directing traffic, and I'm like,
What happened to the guy that used to be here? When he's sick, we have a huge hole. We don't have anyone else available really to go up there.
You said they want to block off by the daycare?
They want to build some sort of barrier. Now, I just read that. I don't know what that looks like or what that sounds like. But that's a Lake Helen thing, so I'm gonna go to their commission meeting.
I was thinking, if they do like concrete, like a half wall, like
they do on like the interstate or something, like along the sidewalk, or like something like that on your side, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that meant, but that's what I read, so I just wrote it back there.
All right. Any member comments? New business?
What is your plan this year to give back to the school? Not, with how much money you have right now?
We have talked about that. We just did a meeting the first week of school when we came back. They do have a playground that they're going to be putting in. We are going to be purchasing a screen for us to do for Musical Under the Stars. Really, we're waiting for what we need from Miss Sir. So we talked about multiple things. This next year, we talked about doing teacher grants starting at the beginning of the year, so they would apply for it during the summer. But that's something that we are working towards right now for teacher grants for the beginning of the year. That's not in our current budget right now, so obviously it's something that we would start at the beginning of the year. But currently right now, the things that we're working towards are the things that we discussed already. The PAC Den, the teacher's lounge, science night, those kind of things right now is what we're working towards.
How much excess do you have after you fulfill the budget? Like, you're in an excess of right now, right, of all your fundraisers. So what is it that you're over that you have excess of? And
Currently right now,
14,000. Can you resend out the budget, or
Mhm.
is somebody
Yeah.
the budget?
yeah, absolutely. We've surpassed the budget that we had originally. We projected that we would do 51,000 for the whole year. We did 66,000, which is amazing, far surpassed what we ever thought as a PAC we would do. And so at this point right now, our profit still changes based off of ice cream and the things that are be coming out for testing snacks, for, for 4,400 or however much the chairs cost for the theater. So we're not 100% sure on where that amount is going to leave us. But if we could contribute a large portion towards something big, whether that's the playground needing a fence, or, mulch, or whatever it may be. We don't know 100% yet. We do have exactly what we have as far as our profit and where our expense is out of that 66,000 that we made between July 1st and December 31st. But at this point, that's where some of the money is going. I mean, obviously, we've already spent 13,000 already this year, has already gone out, and that's gone to us be able to do teacher snack cart, the Christmas party for the teachers, the media center. So already we've already donated over $13,000 this year already. The remaining right now, we're working towards future projects right now, and then whatever's left is going to be given towards whatever Miss Sir is needing for the school.
What is the projected cost of the dial out there?
Like $2,500. Just depends on which brand we go with and how big. Yeah. Yeah, obviously I want to have a good quality one too, because it's commercial, and so it's going to be used. You don't want just a family one here.
And then maybe the PAC can throw in some dodgeballs with it.
I think it comes with it, but maybe.
I think they disappeared.
What did you say?
I said it had 4, but you made them return.
I know. I had to make sure someone graciously contribute. She actually bought one for the school, and I made her return it only because I wanted to make sure we got it approved with Miss Sir, that the size was right for the area, and that it was okay with you first. But thank you for doing that. Is there any other new business questions?
I do. I know in years past we've talked about doing something for Nurse Raina. I haven't seen anything that I was talking to her, and I know that she has some needs. Do you have any?
We did do something for Nurse Raina. We sent out a wish list item list for her in November. Was it November?
October, maybe?
It was in October or November. It was posted on the Facebook site with needs for, Band-Aids and whatever was on her wish list item for Amazon cart. But really, with any of the teachers, Nurse Raina included, if there is a need, anyone is welcome to send us an email and let us know what we can do to help. All of the teachers I see on a regular basis. I'm here probably 3 to 4 days a week. And so things like Mr. Sitney reaching out, he just sent an email and asked. Ms. Semp just sent an email and asked, hey, for Kindness Week, can you put a banner together? So if there is a need with any of the teachers, all of them know, including Nurse Raina, if there is a need, please let us know, reach out to us, because if we don't know how or that there's a need, we don't know how to help. What'd you say?
Wish list.
Yes. So for Nurse Raina specifically, for the clinic, we put together the wish list. We posted it for who needed Band-Aids, socks, underwear.
Underwear were her big thing,
Underwear.
and she did get some
Yeah.
of those.
Where is
Yeah.
where is that posted at?
On our
On our
Facebook
Facebook.
webpage.
It is?
Yeah.
We shared it on the Facebook and on the consortium as well.
Yeah, if you, I'd have to look back when it was posted.
Band-Aids weren't on her list. She had ice packs, she had underwear.
But we did ask her specifically to put it together for whatever needs she had.
Didn't buy anything, just distributed.
No, no, we
Correct.
sent out the wish list for whatever is needed. But if there's a need that Nurse Raina, I did ask her, I did speak to Nurse Raina about the audiologist stuff that she was talking about last year. And she said she does not want it at this time because they have people from the county, I believe, that come in and use their own stuff.
I have something to say too, and actually that would be a good thing for the grant committee for Nurse Raina, because there's all kinds of opportunities for grants for medical needs. So I would love to get with her if there's some needs that she has.
Yeah,
Can we talk about spring cleaning?
sure.
So spring cleaning is March 8th. It is a Saturday. It's our spring carnival. Everyone's welcome to attend. We have different booths with different ticket requirements and stuff, but it's kind of like our spring trunk or treat. So it's out in our parking lot. And the really cool thing about this spring fling that just happened today, our cast of SpongeBob Musical, that will be posted tomorrow, but our cast is going to do a meet and greet with families. So
Cute.
SpongeBob and Patrick and Sandy, and I think a few other characters as well, but they'll do a meet and greet in the elementary lobby during the spring fling. So that is going to be really fun. I know that you guys have thought about.
We'll have lots of food trucks, and the PAC will do a booth, but we're excited for Spring Fling to
Don't
make
give
it bigger.
away our booth.
We're not
Our booth is a
we're
surprise.
not talking about it. It's a
Have
surprise.
it reserved.
Good. Thank
Nobody
you.
else can take it. Yes. Is there any other questions?
For the treasurer, if you have multiple people who are interested, then how are you going to determine who's going to fill the position?
We will be discussing as a board and looking at a Google form. All the treasurers will be, whoever's interested in the treasurer position will fill out the Google form with some of their strengths, some of the things that they have experience on, and then we'll be discussing as a board. Technically, per our bylaws, the president is supposed to elect someone, but to make it, I honestly don't want to make that decision on my own. We're a PAC board, we're a family, and we decide together as a family. What'd you say?
Everyone has to
Any
take
other
the
questions?
test.
Okay. Thank you so much again for coming tonight, guys. You taking time out of schedule. I know Kim here just had surgery yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
So she came here tonight. You were devoted. Thank you so much for everyone who's carved out time to be here tonight. I appreciate you guys. It means so much. Just to have your support and to know what we're doing together is really big. And I feel incredibly blessed to see what we've been able to do together as a team this year and what we can continue to do together. Don't be moving that arm. All right, so we're going to go ahead and close. Our next general meeting will be February 20th at 5:30 p.m. Adjournment is 6:33 p.m. Second? Second. Okay. Thank you, guys. If you are interested in the treasurer position, please stay, and we'll go ahead.